Welcome everybody to Carolina Wild Harvest. Ben and Tiffany here. We are in the greenhouse and today we are going to be giving you an update on our garden and what we're growing and what we've been growing this November.
Alright you guys, here in the greenhouse we actually have quite a bit still going on. Let's start over here in this corner. We have our cucamelon here. It's kind of going crazy. We do have some fruit going on here. There we go, there's one little guy. We haven't gotten anything off of this guy yet, but
it's been looking really good though. It's really
right.
Put on some extra growth the last few weeks.
Right, and then I started training it this way because these are probably not going to make it much longer.
Yeah.
We still have some tomatoes coming up, but we already took one out. There was one on each of these poles, but we only have 3 left, and honestly don't think they're going to last much longer. I'm mostly keeping them going because I want to take some cuttings. And obviously there's still a little bit of fruit on them. Mm-hmm. And then down below them, oh actually that one came back. Yeah,
it's coming back from, we cut it back because
really
it had got hit by a frost right here near the door.
Yep.
So we cut it back. Mm-hmm. I actually just planted this tango lettuce yesterday. Hopefully it's not going to get too cold near the door. We're going to have some cold nights here, but
and then we have this beautiful, I'm not sure which variety
Lola
this was.
Rosa maybe?
Maybe it's one of those.
Or ruby red.
Yeah, and we have just a bunch everywhere, and there's like some freckle ones there. I'm not sure, what's this one? Do you know?
It might be the bronze,
okay.
maybe that.
And then there looks like there's more tango that way, right?
Yeah, and still some basil.
Yep.
Got some wild sorrel as well.
We got some extra lettuce here still that is our backups.
Some tango and then some extra.
And then over here we have the usual
what's it called?
Egyptian spinach?
Nope.
No. Wait, oh gosh, longevity spinach.
Yes, nice.
But we have a whole video on that if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about that. And then we have some potatoes and stuff. These are our purple potatoes right here. They just started popping up. I planted these late, probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe, if that.
Yeah.
And then this one's actually new. This one's not potatoes, it's carrots. I think it's the Oxheart carrots. They're kind of small, little chubbier carrots. I was worried we weren't going to see anything from them, but today I started seeing some green here and there. And then these ones, I believe, are red potatoes. They're looking great. And then these ones are...
Those are ones we already dug up. And
they looked really good, and I just kind of put them back in the pot. They're red ones.
Yeah.
And
we have a bad history of storing potatoes we dug up for seed and letting them go bad, so we decided to keep those in. It still looks pretty good, that one does at least.
I don't know how that one got so bad real quick.
It got eaten up, I think.
And then this is the ginger? Yeah. Still need, are we harvesting this at any point?
Well, see, I was waiting to see what that flower did.
Where is it?
It's over here.
Oh, yeah, there.
Let's see.
It smells good over here.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There. Yeah, it's starting to go yellow. I probably need to put some more fertilizer, compost tea on it, but then this area, I cleaned it up yesterday, but there's a Swiss chard there in the middle of that lettuce, but it's getting like drops of like water from up here. So that corner is dripping onto it. This is all
icy up here.
Oh jeez. Yeah, it is pretty much winter. So. But yeah, so we had some other Swiss chard over here, but it hasn't done great. And then some lettuce we recently planted out. There's another Swiss chard there too. And then we moved some eggplants that were in the shade in the main garden this summer that did not do amazingly. So we got those in here. I think there's actually, there's a third one. I think one of these is the Lola Rosa. And then another cucamelon.
Lastly, we do have more potatoes.
Yep, more potatoes.
We should move that away from the door, I suppose.
Probably. I'd moved it here for cleaning and stuff yesterday.
Yeah, those are just red potatoes. So that's everything in here.
Yeah, and then these, you might wonder what all these water bottles, you probably are wondering that as well. We had some rain the other day, so I just went ahead and filled up some of these extra vinegar gallon jugs we have, and just putting those in the greenhouse kind of help with storing some of the heat overnight, keeping some of that warmth. So yeah, that is the greenhouse. Alrighty, so here is the raised bed. It's looking pretty sad. We literally just cleaned everything out. All of the peppers and the eggplants have died from the frost. Tomatoes have been gone for a week or two, as well. But yeah, our brassicas still looking good. The parsley back here is looking good. A lot of our garlic has started coming up.
This one's a monster.
Starting to get pretty beastly. But yeah, we're just going to be getting this more ready for the spring, and letting these brassicas carry on. Alright, so here we are in the main garden. We've kind of been doing some extra planting out while it's been warm, in the late fall here. Probably about mid-November. We did kind of our last plant out, although some of this was planted pretty recently, some of this tango lettuce. There was spinach here, but most of it was eaten by grasshoppers and such. And then we have some of our peas. This is looking massive.
Yeah, that one's going crazy.
It's so thick. Looking good, and starting to get a few snow peas out of there, just having to train them a little bit. We've got our kale here, still looking good. Getting nice and sweet in the cold weather. Some of our radish back behind there in between the peas. And then we got one of our lone spinach.
Aw, I didn't realize we had one right there that was doing good.
Yeah. And we've got some onions through here. These are ones we started from our own seeds.
This one's my pride and joy, my lettuce tunnel. Oh my goodness, look how good they're looking.
Yeah, they're looking really good. Look, we got a little mushroom.
Oh wow.
So quite a few through there.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, look right
Whoa.
there.
Holy
That's
cow.
Cool. Let's get up close up.
Okay. Wow, there's so many.
Cool.
That one's pushing the lettuce out of the way.
I believe they call those like pig ears.
Crazy.
Cool.
So yeah, there's a bunch of different varieties planted in there. You got the Lola Rosa leaf lettuce, the Bronze Mignonette lettuce, the freckled lettuce, and what's the other red one? Just ruby red leaf.
Yeah. Looking really good under this cover.
I know. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have tons of lettuce.
Yeah.
Moving on over here.
We've got our garlic, big garlic row. And on the top of the row, we also have some greens. We have Swiss chard at the end of the row here. And then we also have some kale and broccoli.
We thought it was all kale,
yeah,
but
we kind of thought it was all kale, but we had some broccolis mixed in, which is fine. You can treat them pretty similarly.
oh, and you have a Brussels sprout there too.
Oh yeah, yep. And then at the bottom of the row down here, we have some different greens, some lettuce, 3 or 4 different varieties of lettuce, trying to separate the garlic a little bit from this next row of onions.
Walking this way. Up here we have more lettuce. This one's harder to see because it's a lot of the red romaine. And what's the other romaine? Do you know offhand what?
Super red.
Okay.
Red romaine.
So there's a bunch of those throughout here. And I think there's some other surviving regular. No, maybe not. There's a tango down this way, but
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 other green lettuces.
and then all the way down here, this one's newly planted. We got Celtis and I want to say, what is it, freckle
Yeah,
lettuce?
we had some freckled lettuce.
And then another one. I think it was like a...
They're looking pretty good for not having been covered the last few nights.
That's true.
And same down here, similar kind of lettuce chaos amongst the leaves and whatnot. But some extra space there. And we had some kale planted through here. Only a few have survived. They got eaten pretty bad. There's still a few down here as well. I think that's a cabbage actually. but yeah. So then we have our turnips looking really good. It's looking really nice.
Yeah.
This one back here is looking even
Oh
better.
wow! There's a bug on them. Little bug. That one's crazy.
It's looking really good. I believe those. I can't remember the exact name.
Yeah.
But I believe they were an Indian variety of turnip. And then we do have some lamb's lettuce or matcha, or there's a bunch of different names for this, but we've got it kind of going wild here. Has nice little flowers, and I just let it go to seed every year. Tiffany loves that.
There's a big hole by our carrot
Yeah, I
over
know.
there.
I'm trying to think of what. There wasn't a pole there.
So we have, what, 3 living carrots? 4, I mean, sorry.
4, yeah.
They look good. That was our original winter carrot row or fall carrot
we've
row.
had a bunch
but
of different carrots there, but rain and
Yeah.
insects. But now that it's cold, they're doing okay. And then kind of around those to the right, we have some different brassicas, some Romanesco, some sprouting broccoli, and I believe like one other broccoli as well. And then we have another broccoli here, or not a broccoli, kale, excuse me. And then our Swiss chard section, some of those are looking really good. They really looked bad early on, but they're coming back. You'll also notice a lot of dead or dying nasturtiums that have lost their leaves from the frost.
Sad.
And that brings us to our onion section over here below the garlic. Lots of different onions, as well as some stuff planted here, including like kale. I believe there's some kohlrabi and some lettuce as well. Again, to kind of section the onions from the garlic a little bit more. And then we have some cabbage, a little cabbage section over here. This one we already harvested, that's why it looks so crazy. It's growing different heads, different spots. You can see where we cut it there and had a nice little cabbage. And the other ones are forming up pretty good. They've definitely had some pest damage, but we'll still get a little harvest from them. Take leaves every once in a while as well. That's pretty much the red onions versus, so these here are red onions, and then these on our right are the Egyptian walking onions that we've been propagating ourselves and starting from seed.
There's some living nasturtium right here, look.
Oh yeah. Yeah, some of these have been protected. That's why I'm thinking, like, even this big one, I'm thinking that it's just going to die back unless we get a really hard frost, which it seems like we might.
Yeah, this one is the Alaska one. And I think this one is too, with the variegated leaves.
Cool.
Those are the new ones, I guess, that we had.
Cool.
Anyway, this section.
Oh, yes.
We have brassicas.
Yep, so this is a broccoli section. I believe this is a purple sprouting. Then we have a purple cauliflower, another purple sprouting broccoli, and then some baby purple sprouting broccoli. So these broccolis are probably, what would you say, like 7, 8 months old now?
Oh yeah.
So they're really good. They're doing well. Had a bit of a bad start, as you can tell. They got kind of leggy and awkward. That one's got like a knee in it. But they're doing really well, and we've been harvesting greens from them. But we'll definitely be getting a nice set of flowers in the spring. And there is actually some radish interplanted in there with them. But I think that's everything there. Then we have my arugula. So lots of big plants here. They'll be going to seed. You can tell they're kind of already starting. They're getting really tall. And then we have another brassica section. This is some broccoli. We need to harvest that one. This one's about done though. I think this was actually one of the normal green broccolis, so it's not really great for sprouting, but it's sprouting. And then we have some Chinese cabbage. That one's going to seed again.
That one flowered.
Yeah, that one's flowered. They got put in a little late and a little stressed. Let's see, I don't know what that is. Might be another...
Is that the marker for it? Well, it says Chinese cabbage.
Yeah, it might be a Chinese cabbage. It just looks weird.
Look, I have literally 1 carrot in the carrot row.
Yep. So got a carrot there.
It's some spinach, isn't it, up there too?
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Some spinach. And then another kind of kale section. Pretty sure this one's actually all kale. So we've got some Toscano or dinosaur kale in here. And I think this is actually a green kale. And then we've got a beets section. Lots of different beets in here. Getting covered up by leaves. They're looking pretty good though.
Marigold.
And then, yes, our
You have the
marigold.
spinach up there too.
Our French or Signet marigold is still going and flowering, and then we have our mountain spinach. Purple rock. Alright, and then this section, I believe these are rutabagas.
Okay.
So these are our rutabagas. Got eaten up pretty bad, as you can see. But it looks like we got some that are living and not doing too bad. So we'll see how those look a bit later. Then we have another brassica. I was gonna say broccoli. Yeah, it is broccoli.
Yeah, there's
it's
a
broccoli.
cauliflower marker right there too.
Yeah, so I think all of these are broccolis. And then my cauliflower, this is our purple cauliflower. There's 2 plants there.
It's Brussels sprouts.
And then
right?
this is Brussels sprouts, and this is Brussels sprouts, and that there is our Red Bull Brussels sprouts as well. So this is a nice big brassica section, lots going on. This one, this cauliflower, the larger cauliflower should give us a nice head pretty early next year. And then the smaller one beside it will probably be a bit later. And then pretty much all of these other brassicas will be a bit later next year before we see any big harvest. But the nice thing with pretty much every brassica is you can eat the leaves. So we've been cutting up these leaves and adding them to salads just like kale. We've got some red onions still in place here. And then a big section of beets. These are the rainbow beets?
No, these are the flat of Egypt
Oh.
and the cylindra or something.
Yep, cylindra.
Yeah. Oh, something got dug up here. It's that squirrel that we've been seeing.
Probably, yeah.
And then we did have carrots here. Only a few are living, I guess. We have some in the beet section too.
That looks like a cilantro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what that is, and then I don't know if that's anything. That might be a dead carrot or a struggling carrot. A lot of them just got eaten up. And then we have, what do we have?
This is where the
Cauliflower?
peppers were, so these are
Yeah.
more broccolis,
Oh, okay.
sprouting broccolis. We had lots of purple sprouting broccoli, so.
Alright.
And that's it. That's right.
Then the nasturtium here, that was crazy, and the artichoke.
And I don't think there's all that much over here. I mean,
No.
we had all these peppers that are now dying.
Right.
We tried to plant some stuff. Oh, there's a little mushroom.
Oh yeah.
Tried to plant some stuff like some Asian greens, like bok choy and pak choy and stuff, but I think those all got eaten up.
Mm-hmm.
So all we really have right now growing are these bok choys.
Which look amazing.
Yep, and then some garlic, some just random garlic that we'd find throughout the garden and put it over here. Again, probably not a good spot to put it right beside the onions above, but it'll be fine. And then I think this spot's kind of had, as well as the cabbage above, because of our compost pile here. We've had some extra slugs and stuff that would eat stuff we tried to transplant out, so that was a bit of a challenge for us. And then
this row, we don't, I mean, it's just onions and
garlic,
garlic,
and there's strawberries, and then we do have a few greens over here. We have the sorrel and the red vein sorrel that I transplanted over here. Some of the older sorrels.
And that's about it for that row. Then over here.
So over here we've got another Swiss chard section with some wild onions right above it, as well as the 2-year-old Egyptian onions. These are the onions where we got all the seed for our other section, and we've slowly been eating these, and we'll probably let 1 or 2 more go to flower this year here. And then let's see, that's more radish. We have a big broccoli here. I believe this is just one of the green, although it does kind of look purple, as well as a companion broccoli or 2. And there's a cabbage back there as well. And then we've got some kales through here. Got red Russian there, and then scarlet kale. And then behind the scarlet kale, we've got some more red vein sorrel. These are a bit newer, so they're looking a lot better. And then this is where our asparagus is. Then we have some cress, upland cress, nice and spicy green, and some rhubarb.
And then the strawberries back here. They're still going crazy, so that's fun. Got lots of berries there and here and everywhere.
Still got flowers.
Yeah.
Right here.
Looks good.
Yep.
And that's gonna...
We do have those peas over there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think, I forget what is in the corner.
Radish is what we said,
Radish.
supposedly.
Yeah.
But that's about it for the garden. Alright you guys, that is going to wrap up our little garden tour for November 2020. We should be back for December, I would think. I don't know if much is going to change,
Yeah,
but
it'll be about the same.
yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and we will see you next time.
Peace.